Hello Gemini, and welcome to your February reading. I'm going to do a different spread this month so that I hope you enjoy it. It's just something different, and it's just nice to change things and do something different so it's not always the same anymore. So I'm just going to lay those cards where you can see them. So Gemini, this top row is going to signify your relationships with people in February. This middle row is going to be to do with your wealth and finance in February. And this bottom row is just going to be a general reading for you in February. Okay, Gemini, let's see what's in store. I'm going to put a link in the description box below to my sister's YouTube channel, Anything Spiritual, so do go check her out as well. Okay, Gemini, you've got the Nine of Wands, you've got the Four of Coins, and you've got the Queen of Coins. So when it comes to your relationships in February, whether they are whether it's like a romantic relationship or friend, relative, work, I can see that by looking at this card here, there's been a relationship that's been strained. It's been through a tough time, but you're now reevaluating it. You're now got to that stage where you're saying, okay, what can we do to make this situation better? And with all this new growth and fresh shoots, says to me that this friendship, relationship, relative, whatever this is, whoever this is, it's not over. There is a chance for renewal. There is a chance for growth and healing. And it feels to me that you've moved past the bad times and you're now rebuilding things to be more stable here with the Four of Coins. It's showing stability. It's showing that there is an anchor. There is a stability under the structure of this relationship. And you've also got the Queen of Coins here. I mean, look at this queen in her throne with all this abundance around her. Gemini, this relationship has got the ability to flourish. It's got the ability to grow into something amazing. So it's saying you realised that this relationship needed some work. You got through the tough times and now you're rebuilding on it. You're working on it and things are a lot better. You're over the worst and now you're able to move forward. And from now on, it's just going to grow into something much more better, much more solid. It's got strength behind it. Look at that lion there. And that lion, that picture shows a woman putting her hand in a lion's mouth. So you may have been in a position before in this relationship where it was like treading on eggshells and you felt that you had to keep your mouth quiet on certain things. You couldn't speak up when you wanted to because you was scared of the consequences, but now you're not. Now you're in a position in this relationship where you're able to speak your truth and you're able to say, actually, I don't agree with you there, without the fear of consequences, without the fear of being punished. You're able to have your own opinion. And that's important, Gemini, because everybody has the right to an opinion. Whether we agree or disagree, everybody's got the right to an opinion. And it seems to me that you are in a much stronger place now than you was before. So let's go to the middle row now, and this is to do with your wealth, your finances, your career, you know, your monetary things in February. And we can see you've got the High Priestess card there. The High Priestess sat there in between these two structures. So again, showing that your finances are holding you up. Your finances are keeping you in a position where you've got your head above water. Things are really good. We've got some sort of celebration, some happiness in February to do with wealth, finances, and it could be to do with family. So have you got some money coming from a family member? Whether this is inheritance or whether you've loaned somebody some money and they're now paying you it back. Or are you thinking of going into business with a family member? But something good happening to do with your monetary value, your career, your wealth, finances in February that certainly involves family. It certainly involves celebrating. It certainly is a happy thing, a positive thing where you're saying, this is it, this is it. This is going to build us a good financial future. This is keeping our head way above the water when it comes to our finances. This is putting us in a really good position, and it's really making me feel good, feel positive as we go through to the summer. I know I can enjoy the summer months because I haven't got money to worry about. So something good, Gemini, happening for you in February to do with career, money, finance, certainly involves family, and it's certainly a need to celebrate. So your general reading here on this bottom row, Gemini, for February, you've got the Judgment card. Wow, you've got the 10 of Cups there. No, sorry, the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Chariot card. Wow, you've got some minor arcana, some major arcana cards here, Gemini. You've got another one there. So it really does feel like major things are happening for you in February. You know, whatever happens is going to change your life in a big way in February. The Judgment card, again, it's showing people rising from the ashes, rising from a situation where you thought things were over, where you thought things were done, but you rose above it. You were able to make good decisions, and you're now leading this new life. This could be to do with this relationship, but that you rebuilt, you replenished, you turned it around. So where something was once bad, you've managed to turn the situation around, and you're now in a much, much better place. With the 9 of Cups, it's like the wish card. You can see this genie sat here, all these cups behind him. It's like saying, I'm making my wishes. I'm making what I want come true. And 9s are about reevaluating things, reflection on things. And it's saying, I'm just making sure all my decisions are correct before I move on to the next stage. I'm just making sure I've dotted all my I's, crossed all my T's, everything's in the right place, and then I'm surging forward. And it's Cups are to do with emotions, happiness. So again, it's good things coming. You are making sure you're in a good place to make the good things happen. And you've got the Chariot card here. The Chariot to do with decisions. I'm just going to move this so you can just see them a bit more. The Chariot card, it's about decisions. It's about you being the driving force. Very often with the Chariot card, it can mean making a decision where you change your life's pathway, that you get to a crossroads. You can either go left or you can go right. Which way are you going to go? Only you can make the decision. And once made it, you can probably not go back. Things would never be the same again. So it's a big major decision that's going to change your life, but it feels for the better because you've got a lot of good cards here, Gemini. So it feels to me that you're wanting to put yourself on the map. You're wanting to make really good positive changes for yourself in February, and it looks really, really good. I've got some power animal cards here, so we're just giving those a shuffle. And you've got the porcupine, innocence. Free yourself from guilt and shame. Gemini, sometimes when you make decisions in life, not everybody agrees with it. And you know that you're never going to please everybody. So you've got to make a decision that's right and just for you. And if that means that it upsets somebody else, that somebody else isn't going to like your decision, and it means somebody may be upset. Unfortunately, as long as you're making the decision for the right reasons and you know it's the right thing for yourself, you know, you can't feel guilty. You can't live your life trying to please other people all the time and putting yourself second. There has to be times in our lives when we say, you know, this is my life and I've got to think about myself, and I've got to, you know, I can't live my life just pleasing other people, because all you'll do then is be unhappy. You've got to live your life pleasing yourself. You've got to recognise your own self-worth and know that sometimes you've got to put yourself first. So don't feel guilty. Don't feel ashamed. You know, just talk to people and say, really, really sorry that, you know, you don't agree with this decision. I'm really, really sorry it's going to impact you or affect you in a negative way. But this is something that I have to do for myself. Because this is what I want in my life to bring me happiness.